Hey guys, welcome back to the No Way Podcast, WHEY, not WAY. Um, we'll be looking over today at supplements, pre workout, whey protein, and then creatine monohydrate. Right. With the pre workout is just a additive or like a supplement that really helps your performance in the gym. You can kind of think of it like a more intense, I guess you could say, uh, energy drink, like a Monster, a Bang, a Celsius, Red Bull, even whatever you think that you consider a well-known energy drink. That's pretty much what it is, but with a lot more additives and stimulants, right? Like some of the stimulants that you really want to look out for are stimulants that would open up your blood flow and provide a really good pump, essentially, you know, sending blood and oxygen and, water itself to your muscles, providing, a better, more full, mind muscle connection. Um, just making it to where you really feel what you're working, whatever muscle group you're working that day. Um, some of those additives would be L-citrulline. For this one, I have like the dosages right here on my notepad for that one. I couldn't really find any, exact dosages for the rest of them. But this one, you want to say for it to be good, it would be before 4 and uh, it would be between 4 and 10 grams. Um, you know, uh, and then you want another good one would be glycerol. And then the third one would be arg. It's spelled AGRNITINE sulfate. Um, I don't know, how to pronounce some of these things. You just really have to look up the spelling. While y'all are listening to this, you might want to look it up. See what it does specifically. I just did a little bit of research on what uh some good like additives would be for your pump, your energy levels, and then just some stuff that would help you really focus and keep a one way track on your workout. Um, you know, uh, really, like I said, helping you focus and not really get distracted. Um, for your energy, right? You have two forms: fast energy and then slowed or delayed energy, right? For the fast one, look for caffeine and high drops, natural caffeine, caffeine citrate for the fast, and then for the slower, more delayed one, dicaffeine malate, Vitasher. It's spelled VITASHURE, and then Zgum XR. So Zium XR. Yeah, it's ZUMXR. And then your focus, look for choline, huperzine, tyrosine, thicamine, and then uh, BACOPA, however you were actually supposed to say that. Those are some things that you'd want to look for in your pre-workouts. For me, I don't really look at them. I just go based off of like what my body reacts to. Like if I'm whether or not I'm too itchy, if I don't have enough energy, if I'm focused, if I'm not focused, am I super jittery? The effects that take place um, after me ingesting my pre-workout. I want to say there's like a price range of stuff that you should stay away from, and a price range of stuff that you should actually go and flock to. Um, some good ones would be anything by Rise or Raw Industries, right? Rise primarily focuses for me on like my pump and like the focus. It doesn't have, too high of a energy level rate. Cause I do find myself kind of not on a crash, but it's just like the hype isn't there. If you understand, like what I'm trying to say. Like I'm not jittery. I'm not bouncing off the walls like I am with, uh, oh, what is it called? Um, Total War. Like Total War, they have off the wall caffeine. Like it's 350 milligrams of caffeine, and I'm like, I'm doing the most outlandish, things while in the with gym. um, like I'm bouncing off the walls. Um, though I want to say, anything made by the raw nutrition um or rise, both of those are really good, and depending on where you look, you can get them for fairly cheap too, like 30 between 25 and $30 cheap, right? Granted, they're gonna be like super basic, bare bones, and just starting out, that's all you really need. You don't need the super uber expensive stuff. Not unless you're trying to go for world records or go become Mr. or Mrs. Olympia. Um, but yeah, like Rise Raw, like one of the Rise pre workouts, like they have orange dreamsicle, they have strawberry kiwi, they have gummy bears if you're into that. I'm not personally, but it's whatever. They have a variety of great tasting flavors. Um, with the Sea Bum, with Chris Bumstead's pre workout with uh, Rye, is Raw Rise? Yeah, with Rise, I believe. Um, no, it's not Rise. It's Raw Nutrition or something like that. If you look him up, Sebum or Chris Bumstead pre workout, he has some really good, basic bare bones necessity pre workout. Um, that work actually really well. You don't feel super crappy. And then when you get down to the bottom of your shaker or, whatever water bottle, it doesn't taste all gritty and nasty. It actually mixes up really, really well. Unlike some of the other cheap pre workouts, like C4. You're better off just drinking a cup of coffee. Alani or Alani, however you say it, anything I want to say with an exception to Sebum or Chris Bumstead's pre workout, don't buy anything up under 12, not 12, $25. It's a waste of your money and it does not work well. You're going to end up feeling like doo doo caca. Alright? Anything above, I want to say uh 25 $30, you're gonna get some pretty good stuff. It just depends solely upon like what you're looking for, whether or not you're wanting to be wired on caffeine, whether or not you're wanting to be able to sleep that night. you know it like, and the dosages too depend on what pre-workout you do. Like uh Chris Bumstead's pre-workout, you can have, or they have a limit up to like 2 scoops in a 24-hour period. I've personally done like a scoop and a half, and I'm wired for the rest of the day pretty much. And then it slowly drops off, you know, um, through, about an hour, or well, not an hour, but 25 to 30 minutes after your workout, depending on when you take it. If you take it, like how it says, 30 minutes before your 15 to 30 minutes before your workout, you know, and you work out for, maybe an hour, hour and a half to 2 hours, um, then, yeah, it'll drop off just, you know, slowly drop off just after you're done with your workout. Now, for me, my workouts range between 2.5 to 3 hours, just cause I hate myself and I hate my body. So yeah, um, and I got anger issues, bruh. I really do. I need to work on that stuff. But that's the story for another day. Anyhow, um, let's get on to some other supplements. Like, for example, whey protein. Any of them, their whey protein is like the most standardized workout supplement. Like, it's had like the most research done to it. Um, and is pretty much like the most researched supplement, right? I just said that one phrase 3 different times. I am sorry. But yeah, um, it, for you to be taking whey protein, it solely depends on like the person, like the time it takes for you to actually start seeing progress. Like maybe you wanna, you know, see progress just a smidgen faster. I recommend taking it if you are, really high metabolism. I'd recommend you taking it just so you can bulk, and then depending on where your starting weight is, I'd say get up into the high 100s before you start doing a cut or anything about like losing body fat or losing weight. Um, and this kind of couples into my previous episode where we talked about dieting. The supplements and stuff go kind of hand in hand. So, uh, with the whey protein, you can take it any time of day. It recommends on the containers and stuff that you take it, with your meals, and like, between once and 3 times a day. Like I said, with your meals and stuff. It could be even a meal replacement, or a meal like, it could be supplemented as like something that would replace one of your meals throughout the day. Um, and so yeah, it just honestly helps you gain uh, more muscle slowly. Well, not slowly, but it, like, if you compare yourself to somebody that doesn't take whey protein to somebody that does, you'll see like a minute difference. Like they might be like 1 or 2 centimeters, if not a little bit more bigger than the other dude. Same with taking like creatine monohydrate, right? That solely focuses on the movement of water to the muscles, or the transportation of water to the muscles, and has the muscles absorb water, essentially making yourself, just a bit bigger than what XYZ might look like, whoever person that you're comparing yourself to that, doesn't take it. Um, but yeah, as I say in all my other videos, if y'all want to see more of this type of content, I know this is gonna be more or less like a bland video and a shorter one too. Uh, it's not really there's not really much that I can talk about on my own limited knowledge of supplements. I really only know like the basics, and two, there's not really uh, any other things that I can talk about that I know what I'm talking about uh, in this video about supplements. I mean, I know that there's vitamins that you can take. It's just my knowledge behind them isn't, that vast. So if y'all know something that I don't, hit me up. Let me know in the comments. If you want to see more, like I said, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you can turn on notifications, and y'all won't miss, a video episode. But yeah, see y'all later.